Greetings, YouTube. I thought I was going to do a video when I logged in about something that was really, really important to many of you. You see, this is Thursday, October 29th, 2020, and some of you had the Platinum Pool Arena on your calendars all month. So I got in front of my computer to talk about the Platinum Pool offer. And then what happens when you log in? At least for me, I'm sure it's progression based. This 6-star Nexus bundle pops up and says, hey, why don't you give us 6,000 of your units? Because we know you're hoarding for Cyber Weekend, which is now less than 1 month away, November 27th. And so, hey, give us that 6-star Nexus unit gift. And of course, I've got 22,000 units. So I'm sure there are people out there who are going to say, Prof, you should totally go for this. You should succumb to the temptation. Prof, just think of it. You could finally dupe your 6-star Ghost. You could get a 6-star Magneto or Nick Fury or Omega Red, blah, 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 blah. Well, I want you to know, I opened so many of these dang things on July 4th. And who did I get? I mainly got a bunch of trash. I mainly got like 6-star Kingpin, 6-star Groot, King Groot, Iron Package. So if this was the Nexus Hero Crystal, like the one you get for the Abyss Exploration, which is 10 champions in the crystal, 10 options, or maybe even half of that. Maybe if they included 5 champions in the reel. Because keep in mind, the one you get for the Abyss Exploration isn't just 10 champions. It's 10 champions of one specific class. Whereas the Nexus chooses 3 from all the classes. So, let's remind ourselves what this is and who this is for. If you are Cavalier, we still haven't seen Thronebreaker deals. I'm waiting to see when that's going to be. Maybe it will just be on Cyber Weekend when those pop up. The 6-star Nexus Hero Crystal guarantees a 6-star champion. When opened, you will have a choice with 3 randomized champions to add to your roster. All right, so here's the deal. Kabam is trying to capitalize on 2 things. 1, draining your units, and 2, forcing you to be impatient because I'm telling you what, and I get people are going to go for this, and if I get enough submissions, I'll even make a community compilation video. But I'm not going to recommend that you go for this because I think it's twice the price of what it should be given what we're going to see in a month. If this was, and I keep in mind, big if this was like August and you knew that you could hoard for 3 months after August and this popped up, I'd say, okay, I can get it. But we saw these with a bunch of other much better opportunities on July 4th weekend. For $100. And this is $200 worth of units. Now, if you are somebody who only hoards units and you're a free-to-play player, you might ask, Prof, should I get this? I can't buy the $100 unit store offer because it's for cash, and I'm a free-to-play player that only hoards units. I'd still say wait. And if anything, use the units that you're going to use for this if you don't have the progression already and become Cavalier or especially become Thronebreaker. Now, obviously, if you aren't Cavalier, I guess that defeats the purpose of this discussion because you wouldn't see this in the first place since it's only available for Cavalier and Thronebreaker members. But I'm telling you what, this should be a 3,000 unit price. If it was, I'd probably give it a B-. But as it stands, the best I can do is a D+/C-. When I say C-, I mean the lowest of C-. It's like a 70%. So there is something else that we have to cover here because we have an ISO 8 selector bundles. So if you go into the featured item store in the game, you'll see Tier 6 and Tier 5 ISO bundles, which, I got to be honest, I've never bought any of these because, well, you can get ISO just from duplicating your champions. So personally, I think these are a huge ripoff. If you need gold, I guess there are worse ways than to spend 200 units to get the 100,000 gold. But at the same time, it's only $10 worth of gold and $10 normally worth of units. is $275. So it's kind of asking you to spend about 75 units less to get what's normally retail price for gold. But keep in mind, that's not just for gold. It's for usually something else like a 4-star crystal or maybe 20% of a 5-star, etc. So both these ISO bundles are failing grades for sure. Let's get to what I thought I would talk about, because I don't want to make 2 separate videos on this. We can just cram this into the end of this and save you some time and save me some content creating. But there is this Platinum Pool is Unbreakable arena as well. And you can see that you can get the fabulous crystals. And then if you eventually get to all the way to 5 million, you'll get the Platinum Crusader and that special title, and then just a bunch of those crystals, which, let's be real, are for gold. But then the rank rewards, look at these, huh? Yeah. Booster pack. And then you've got 2,000 5-star shards for the top 10. 1,000 5-star shards for the top 11 to 30. What I thought this was going to be, though, and maybe it was me misreading things, and Lord knows that happens fairly often. I thought by the time you got to the last milestone on this, you were going to get a guarantee of one of the pieces. Instead, it just looks like you've got the 1.25% drop rate of a piece. But I mean, most people could do all of this, and besides the rank rewards, you just get gold, right? And then you're just ticked off that you spent all that time in the arena when that's all you get. That is as underwhelming as those ISO offers. But the bottom line is that today's Cavalier and above only unit-based offer is just too high of a price. This should be 3,000 units, and the gold should remain what it is. The gold usually is an indication of what the retail price should be. They're giving us 1 million gold, which we have learned over the years, even going back 2-3 years, is standard for a decent offer for the price of an Odin or 3,000 units. So they're giving you $100 worth of gold and asking you to pay $200 worth of units. If this was a Nexus where you had 5 champions or especially 10 champions, I would feel different about it. But it's not. It's 3 champions. And for everybody that gets a Black Widow Clairvoyant or a Corvus, etc., there are going to be people who say, well, the best 6-star champion that I could get from this is Karnak or is an OG Captain Marvel. Maybe you'll be happy to get this if you do get Gambit or Falcon, since those buffs are right around the corner. But at the same time, I just don't feel comfortable endorsing this at all. The best I can say is it's a C-70 grade, but realistically it's a D+. If there was something else added to this, if there was a fully formed Tier 5 basic, if there were a couple of Tier 2 alphas, that would help. But there's not. There's just $100 worth of gold. Therefore, this should be 3,000 units. The whales might be tempted, but then again, they're probably not going to be tempted that much either because they're waiting for the Tier 5 class Catalyst Fragments to take the 6-stars that are already in their roster to rank 3. Wait a month, YouTube. You'll be glad you did. It's the Marvel Casino of Champions that tries to get you to be impatient. But trust me, the theme of this game so often is the more patient you are, the happier you will be, and the happier your bank account will be as well.